Hello, welcome to Cat Studio. Today we have a fun project and let's get started with the supplies you're going to need. I have a few of these fruit cups that I've been saving to make bells out of for my Christmas tree. So I went ahead and I put a hole in the end with my wood burning tool. Very quick and easy to do that. You could also use a nail and a hammer, I suppose. I haven't tried that, so I'm not sure. So a bell, a little jingle bell, some twine or rope or string, and a ribbon. I'll show you how we made that later, and a rubber band, a little rubber band. So let's get started with painting this. So I previously chalk painted this because, you know, acrylic paint doesn't stick well to plastic. So I've already tried that and it just peels right off. So chalk paint it is. So we're going to go with a little bit of our brown cocoa bean. Any brown will do, whatever you have. And we're going to paint it this color first, just sporadically. So you really want to get in the grooves, because if not, we'll have to go back and paint those grooves in later. And this kind of adds to the, I guess it looks a little bit old. I'm looking at my other bells. It just gives a little more dimension than just being a flat color. And we're painting red today, as you can see in my bowl. I've done a few already, but I'll show you those when we get finished. We're going to paint one layer of brown paint on here, and I'm not going to really go crazy about making sure it's covering that well, because we are putting red over this. So I'll meet you back here when this is dry. Okay, all the brown paint is dry, and let's go ahead and grab some red paint, and it could be any red. This is called flag red. It could be Christmas red, whatever red you have. This one to me might be a little bit orange, I'm not sure. So then we'll just put a coat of that on, and I do still have the brown paint in my brush, which is fine with me. It kind of darkens up the red just a little bit. And I'm going to try not to get too much in the grooves, but it looks like I'm going to have to go back because I got it right in there and repaint those. Once this is dry, I will take a little dab of the brown into the crevices here. So go ahead and paint that all red on the outside, and I did the inside in brown, so do both sides in your red paint. And don't worry if it doesn't look like it's covering. Red does not cover well on the first coat. And we're going to do something fancy when we come back, so I'm not going to really worry too much about. And I want it to look like this. I want it to look a little bit old and beat up. So we'll be back when that's dry, and we'll move on to the next step. All right, my red paint is dry on the inside and the outside. Now we're going to take a little bit of copper metallic. This part you can skip if you want, because I think it looks gorgeous just the way it is, but I want to add a little bit of sheen to it and a little bit of the metallic antique gold. So metallic copper, metallic antique gold. And we're going to mix that in with the red and a little bit of brown. And then we're going to slosh that on a little bit here and there. Just, you know, touch it wherever. And I'm not going to really try and coat the whole entire thing. And then once this is finished, I'm going to Mod Podge it, and then I'll bring that back and show you how it has turned out. But before we do that, we need to get in with our brown paint in those crevices. So once I get this on, you can do the inside with this too if you wanted to. So I'm just kind of dry brushing this here and there. And again, this step is not necessary. You don't have to put this on. It will look lovely just with the red paint and the brown underneath. So now that I'm happy with that, I'm going to go and take a different brush, a smaller one, and a little bit of brown paint. I'm just going to use the lid here. And I just want a slight bit of paint on the end of my brush. And then I'm going to go in here in my crevices and kind of bring that down a little bit. And I just dab that off on my paper towel a little bit because I don't want to glob it in there. Or like, just like that. So you can see how that's giving it a little bit more dimension. Putting it like a shadow in the crevice. Okay, now I'm going to go and ahead and put maybe a little bit here and there. I don't know. You never know what I'm going to do. All right, whatever comes into my mind, I just go with it. So the next step is to put the sealer on, and what I have is a Mod Podge dishwasher safe gloss. It's not as shiny as you think. I'll show you one before okay, so there it is. But once we get everything finished, it's gonna need that. Again, you don't have to do this step either. This is just my craziness, I guess. That I just need it to be a little blingy. A little, not a lot. So I'm gonna go and clean my brushes, put this on, and then we'll be back and put the whole thing together. Okay, so here we are with our cup is all painted, has a sealer on it. I did not seal the inside, you could if you like. Let's take our bell and put our jute through it. And it's a pretty long piece of jute, just so I have enough to go all the way through. Well, anyways, so it's a long piece of jute. And I'm going to tie a knot here in the end of my bell. And these bells are just from the dollar store. Dollar Tree, Dollar General, whatever they're from. Somewhere like that. So then I take this up about an inch or inch and a half or so and just make another knot. Just so it kind of dangles in there, because this will stop at the hole. Pull all the way through. Hopefully we can get this through there. So I'm going to put that jute through the hole. Like so. Pull that bell up. It almost shows out the bottom. Yeah, it does a little bit. And then the bow goes on. So let me show you how I make the bow. So take your ribbon in your hand, like so. Wrap it around like 4 or 5 times. I think that'll do it. Or just 3 times, whatever, whatever works for you. And this is like a 1/4 inch or 3/4 inch. I'm not sure what the size of this ribbon is. I can check for you if you need me to. And then just put your rubber band around the center. And this is just one of those little hair tie rubber bands. A few times. Our jute is going to hold this on. That's how we're going to put this on. So just ruffle it up a little bit. Like so. Make it pretty. And then just put it on top in between here. And just tie it up. It's getting cute, isn't it? It is. Hang on, it's going to get cuter. We have one more thing we're going to do before this is completely finished. Now, when I first made this, I tied this all up and I was done. And I looked at it and I was like, well, it's missing something. But I wasn't sure what. So I just started to clear up my craft room, and lo and behold, I saw my puffy paint sitting on the floor, and I was thinking, This would be interesting to put on the bell in some kind of way so it looks like snow. So I didn't do that at first. I put glitter on the whole bottom edge, and I didn't like that. So I thought, well, it's not going to hurt to try the glitter paint since I already don't like it. So yeah, let's do that. Let's do the puffy paint. Did I say glitter paint? I meant puffy paint. I did glitter earlier. So we just go around this edge here. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. Just go around this edge and then bring it up a little bit. And then I make sure that I get this very edge as well. So I just go all the way around this bell with the puffy paint. So it just looks a little bit like snow. Wait till I show you the finished one. It's just amazing. So I'll finish this off camera, but I wanted to show you. But again, make sure you get this whole edge here. Because when it hangs, you're going to see that if you missed it. This very slim edge here. And then I take it up above that lip that's in there. All right, let me show you the one that's complete, and I'll finish this one off camera because this does take a few minutes. Here they are. Isn't that just adorable? Little bell in there, and those are going to hang on my Christmas tree. It's just, I just love it. Almost reminds me of like Santa's hat or something. So let me finish this one up off camera. I'll come back with all of them. All right, this one is finished, and I'm just going to set it over here on my bottle of paint, let that dry up, and it does take quite a few hours to dry puff paint. It says on the bottle, and this is the Tulip brand, and it has a matte finish too, just so you know. It takes 72 hours to be completely dry, but I do use my heat gun, and I think this is pretty close to dry right now. And I just started this morning with these, so these are the two I've already made. You could hang these together if you wanted to. Put these on a wreath. And just put one bow on there. I mean, you could do just about anything. I think this would be really cute if you got a string, maybe put some beads in between, you know, the wooden beads, and tie that all up and hang that as garland on either on your tree, your fireplace, in the kitchen, any place that you need a little extra decoration. I think these would be great for that. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Check out some of my other fun videos, and have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.